to do quizzes and lessons and all kinds of stuff. What happened to books? Should have just sent a book home and let them do work with their hand, give them a break from being on the computer. Y'all say you don't want them on video games and all this other stuff, that school's still in session, but yet you have them sit on a computer where they're constantly distracted and having to click back and forth between tabs.
So what are you saying?
What do you mean, what am I saying?
I mean, someone with ADHD is probably going to have difficulty with it.
Well, yeah, he already has difficulty even in a classroom setting where there's discussions going on. And now he's being told that where he was in an environment where there was some present learning going on, that he's now having to sit on the computer all day long and do all his work there on the internet. And cleaning my kitchen, because I also have to do that. And do assignments there without anything in his hands.
And you said you had to go through some sort of list, like a task list or something.
Well, yeah, I had to sit for an hour last night and make a task list of everything he needs to do. I had to dig into each of his classes on Google Classroom and see what was actually due, because they weren't all in one place. I thought that he had maybe 4 or 5 assignments that were due, but then after digging in and actually looking at each individual page just in their announcements, he's got, say, 20 or 25 assignments that are due.
Oh, because they weren't where? Like on the task list?
Google Classroom has a to-do list, and in that to-do list, it's supposed to populate every assignment that teachers have said are due. But I'm assuming, not being an administrator and not having teacher access to Google Classroom, I'm assuming that they have to go and probably check off something or categorize or classify the assignments as a specific type of assignment for them to populate in the to-do list, and they are not doing that.
Right, so he had...
With some teachers, and then other teachers aren't doing it at all. They're asking them to have a conversation within their announcements, and that's an assignment, or an assignment or a task is listed in the announcements, and then they're supposed to create a Word document and then send it in to the teacher. And it's just, everything needs to be the same. Everything should be submitted in the same way. Everything should populate for you to know that you need to submit it and complete it in the same way, and it's not. And I get it, if you're in the class, you can kind of help them through that. And yeah, I understand there's Zoom, but Zoom's not going to work for us right now. I'm much more capable of teaching my child what needs to be learned in the manner in which he needs to learn it, when we have the opportunity to learn it while having to juggle other children in the house, as well as cleaning the house and cooking the meals and everything else. So just give it to us to where the parents can help. I'm losing myself again.
So it's uniform. You need uniformity.
Yeah.
All across the board. It needs to be, even though the assignments are different, finding the assignments in the same way and turning the assignments in.
Yes.
Similar to what a well-managed classroom it looks like.
Yeah.
It's the same routine every day.
Well-managed classroom,
right.
Well-managed household, well-managed workplace. It all should be the same. Everyone should be able to go to one place and know exactly what they need to do and how they need to do it.
Right. No, I understand that completely. If they were in the classroom, there may be cubbies or some type of wall hanger where they could pick up work that they missed, or it would be written on the board somewhere, you know, this is what we did for the week. If it were in a calendar, and they could see, they would have a visual. So someone that's a visual learner, they can follow that. If it's not in a specific place on the computer, then the visual learner's not able to do that.
Right. I shouldn't have to go to Power School and find a 0 before I realize that something is due because it wasn't in a checklist for it to be due.
Right. Okay.
It was just in an announcement, and we were supposed to catch that one announcement when the main class page where the announcements are listed can't even be filtered or sorted or anything. It's just minute by minute teachers are posting stuff and things get buried, and it's hard to find them and know what's due. So at this point, I don't care what grade my child gets for the year, as long as he's learning something, which at this point I think he might be learning that he's more than he does in the classroom. Because whenever he was in school, I would ask him what he learned at the end of the day, conversations every night about what he learned that day, and he can actually tell me stuff. So, I mean, yeah.
No, I get it. Well, now that you're stressed out because you had to tell me everything, I will call you guys later on tonight.
Okay, thanks.
Love you guys. Bye.
Love my videos.
What's
And
that? You look fine.
Runs.
Bye.